What is going on YouTube? Cutlery Novice here with episode, I believe it's 37 of my inexpensive knife series. I know it's been like 8 months since I put out a knife review. I am so sorry guys. Hopefully this makes up for it. This is my Colt, I believe it's modeled the CT660. If you don't know, Colt has a nice affordable line of slip joint knives, somewhat akin to Rough Rider and Schrade in their price tag. And these actually make pretty decent little pocket care tools. And one thing I will say, if you don't have time to watch the whole video, if you're looking for an everyday carry knife in an old-fashioned style but don't have a lot of money to spend, don't buy the Colt. I know, it's a beautiful knife, it really is, and it's not bad for the money, but it's just not the best there is, the best that's out there. If you're looking for the best budget slip joint knife, go for a Rough Rider or go for a Schrade even. They're both going to be better than this Colt. I will actually post a link down in the description to a review I did on another moose. I can't remember the brand that produced it, but it was also in the same price range as this, and it was so much better quality than this is. As well, I'm also going to post a link to a Schrade Trapper review in the description down below, and a Rough Rider review in the description down below, so you can see the kind of better knives that are out there in this classic style for the price tag. Overall, it's not a bad knife. It is part of their copper bolster series or something like that. They have several that are kind of similar, some that are just stone-washed blades, which I believe this is technically a stone-washed blade. Some that have the aluminum-coated blades, or whatever, titanium-coated blades, sorry, not aluminum, but they have the coated blades and then the carbon steel versions and blah, blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. They're all practically the same thing. Slight variance in blade steel. Let's go ahead and move on. Of course, one thing that is kind of nice about it is we do get this nice display box. And the knife actually does come presented to us rested in the display. Just a nice little touch. A little bit of information there. You can pause if you want to read that. I honestly don't. Let's go ahead and break into the review. Now, normally I would start reviews talking about the sheaths of these kind of knives, but this didn't come with one. So I had one, I picked one up for it. This is a Will Sherwood out of Summer, Texas. It is a beautiful, high-quality genuine leather sheath that fits larger knives like moose or mooses, trappers, so on and so forth. And it holds the knife in really, really well. Obviously, I'm not going to review the sheath here. I'll review Sherwood's leather products in another video. If you live in Texas, or Northeast Texas at least, you probably already know who Sherwood is. Pretty well-known leather maker over here. Since we have no sheath to talk about on the knife, really, we'll just discuss the knife itself, starting with the first blade. And that would be a clip point classic Bowie style blade. Or, people call the clip point the Bowie style blades. Honestly, Bowies were just a kitchen knife. But anyway, the blade is about 3 5/8 inches long, and it is made from 440A stainless steel. This is one of the lower end 440As I've ever seen. I mean, 440A is already not a great steel to begin with. It's usually serviceable enough for the average person. But the problem with this particular blade is that the steel is so damn soft. I'm not going to be able to focus this in, probably. Yeah, my camera's being finicky. But the steel is so damn soft that it actually rolled when I tried to sharpen it. After the edge had gone dull, I did a few strokes on one side, felt it, the edge was rolled. So I did a few strokes on the other side, checked it again, the edge was rolled in the opposite direction. It is some of the worst steel I've ever seen on a knife, excluding like the Pakistani type stuff. Honestly, it is about like frost cutlery level bad. Now you could just say that that's because, maybe this is a factory second or something, maybe it's just a bad example, it has a bad heat treat. Honestly, I don't know. I haven't seen too many other people with these knives. I could go down to my local knife shop and ask if he's had problems with them, but I don't think that it's been an issue that most people have had. So keep that in mind. However, both of my blades have this issue, which leads me to believe that this is actually an issue of just a low quality blade material. Really cheap Chinese 440A. It is a nice stone wash finish, which is nice. We have a nice grooved nail nick, which makes for an easier deployment. By the way, if you didn't hear that, we do have a pretty nice half stop. Decent snap into place. You hear that snap? As far as the lockup, we do have a little bit of blade play side to side. Not uncommon in these types of knives. the budget classic knives. Overall, there's not too much to say about the blade. It is hollow ground, which can be put to a decent edge if you can manage to sharpen it without rolling it. Out of the box, the edge was pretty damn terrible. I'm sorry, but it really just was. It was dull. It wouldn't even cut paper. After I did manage to get it sharp the one time I could actually sharpen it, it lasted a pretty poor amount of time. About 2 days worth of cutting, and it was dull already. And when I went to sharpen it again, it was just... No matter what I used, whether it was diamond stones or ceramic rods, it would roll when I sharpened it. So, honestly, I'm just not too impressed with it. But that is the clip point blade. Here is the Skinner blade. Now, this is the blade I prefer more, personally, for everyday carry use, such as food prep, or just... even in some cases opening boxes, though the clip point does have a better blade for penetrating the cardboard. But this blade had the exact same issue. It's that very soft 440A, terrible heat treat that rolls when you sharpen it. To be fair, however, this particular blade did come sharper out of box. It actually came with the ability to shave hair off my arm, which was nice, but that edge just did not last, and it was, again, the one time I could get it to sharpen up, it didn't hold that edge for very long, and it now is also rolling. You can kind of see it there, actually, if you can get a glimpse of what I mean. The edge rolled after trying to sharpen it. In contrast, and by the way, I actually need to fix the clip here because the clip on my sand remove got bent, so I need to take that clip off and fix it. But I actually opened a freaking can with this knife the other day, and it actually still has a good edge on it. This is an ACR 13 MOV blade, and you can have these sand remove 763s for like $10 or so, maybe 15. So in the same price range as the Colt CT660. By the way, I forgot to mention these are at $15 exactly at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So for 15 bucks, there's just better stuff out there. I do love the sweep in the blade. I do love that it's hollow ground, and I do love that grooved nail nick for deployment. I love that beautiful black back swedge that the blade has. Lockable on this one, again, just a tiny bit of side-to-side play, nothing out of the ordinary. But the steel is horrendous. It just does not hold an edge for any amount of time. We'll let you get a nicer look at that stonewash blade, and actually, let's go ahead and test the zoom feature here. That's not too good. Come on. I know we can do better than this. I still haven't played with this new camera too much, so forgive me for the experimentation. There you go. It is a nice stone washing on the blade. Now, while we're zoomed in here, I want to show off the fit and finish of the back springs and the liners. Okay, so you can see here we do have a bit of a gap between the back springs. Not too big a deal, we see this quite a bit. And more budget slip joints. Overall, the fit and finish is not terrible. You can see a little bit of a gap between the bolster and the frame here. A little bit of a gap between the back springs and the bolster here. But all in all, it's not too bad. We've seen a lot worse from companies. There's the emblem, which I will admit does look nice. It is a smooth black bone handle. You can really get an idea of the fit and finish of the knife. It is not terrible in the fit and finish. I have seen much, much worse. It is about comparable to a Rough Rider or a Schrade traditional slip joint in its fit and finish, but the quality in the blade steel overall is just horrendous. I do like the half stop that both blades have. They both have a decent snick into place. Although I will say the Skinner blade is significantly weaker on the back spring than the clip point is. However, overall, I just feel like there's better knives out there for the money, some of which I have reviewed. So check the description down below for where you can buy the knife, the specifications on the knife, and what other knives I feel are better as competitive options. I sadly no longer own those knives to show you, but believe me when I say that they are much, much better quality. So, there you go. There's my review of the Colt Copper Series model CT660. If you guys want to... No, actually, we'll go ahead and grab it. If you'd like to see a review of the Gerber Mini Suspension Multi-Tool as the next episode of the series, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys think. I've reviewed a very similar tool to this in the Gerber Bear Girls tool, but if you still want to see the review of this anyways, just let me know and I'll pump it out next time. Maybe I'll get to it next Friday. That sound good? Let me know. Anyways, that's my review. Again, I will leave the link down below to where you can purchase it if you just really want it. But if you're wanting to carry and use it, I don't really recommend this particular knife. Okay, that's my review. I'll see y'all later.